816-578-1007. 800-348-1007 if you want to join us. You send me a text. 35192. Gab Cruz from Sports Time, Ohio is sitting in today while Mary is on the road. You'll find her at The Sports Gab. Is that what it is?
The Sports Gab on Twitter, yes.
And?
Gabriella Cruz on Insta.
Graham.
But not Gabby, right?
But not Gabby.
Why not Gabby?
You know, there's really no backstory, but
That's
I do
a
feel
slut's
like
name.
Avoid that at all costs.
I don't know. I've never self-identified with it, but I do feel like I disappoint quite a number of people when they find that out.
Why? How so? What did your parents call you when you were a kid?
Gab.
They called you Gab.
Yeah, it's
so they set that in your head.
Or Gab.
Yeah.
My mom's Sicilian, so she might be like...
Gabriella.
Yeah.
So half the people thought your name was Gabrielle, I assume. Didn't know the on the end.
Yeah, they're not. They're weirded out by the A, maybe. But here's a trend I noticed when I introduce myself. They'll say, "Hi, what's your name?" And I'll say, "Hi, I'm Gab. Nice to meet you." Just because I think it's shorter and easier, you know? And they'll be like, there's always this question mark in their face, and they're like, "Deb?" Or they don't understand the one. So I usually say, "Hi, I'm Gab," and then if I get the question mark face, I'm like, "Gabriella," like Gabriella, and they'll be like, "Oh,
like
nice
Gabby.
to meet you, Gabby."
And then
they go, "Nice to meet you, Gabby." Really?
I get that a lot. So I notice I'm like, I don't know if it's just uncomfortable. People think Gab is too masculine. It's one syllable. It's different. I don't know.
But it's also funny that people feel free to manipulate your name. You know, like they just call you whatever they want.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
No,
hi, Gabby, with an I. They get real specific about it.
Oh, very much
so. You never went through the Gabby with a Y or an I thing. You're like, just Gabby, none of it. Just Gab.
I just never, it just, everybody I grew up with, family, friends, it was just Gab.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Gab.
Okay. Because you're only the second Gab I know.
Backwards.
Yeah.
You know?
There's the name for the podcast. Bagging it up.
Maybe I should make my own business called Gab's Bags.
Gab's, that won't confuse anyone.
Gab's Bags.
You're right.
Gab's
it's
Bags.
Stupid. I'm so stupid.
No, it's not. That could...
What would you...
Calm down. You're really hard on yourself.
I'm so stupid.
I'm so dumb,
maybe, but I don't think that's the reason.
By the way, you were dancing in the break, and I was listening to Beyonce Spirit, like from the Lion King theme.
Oh,
and
I
you
was
were
totally...
You were in the same...
Was I not majestic?
It just amazes me that you were on beat. You had the exact same rhythm.
Why, because she's white?
No, I know
she was in a separate room.
I have that soul. If she's playing, it's like your soul picks up on it.
Yeah, Spirit.
Right?
That's the name of the song. Yeah.
Love it.
That didn't do as much as they thought it was going to, did it? They thought that Beyonce thing from The Lion King was going to be a huge hit, and it kind of flopped.
Elton John was talking trash about it.
Elton John
I heard that.
He
came for her.
everybody.
Yeah. Why?
Because he has this new memoir out, and
in the book, he said?
He shaded Michael Jackson, he shaded Beyonce, he shaded Tina Turner, saying that
but
Tina
also,
Turner...
it didn't take off. Like, the Lion King soundtrack was a massive hit. It was like the biggest album. No, the album sold millions and millions.
The original one, with Elton John on it.
Elton John, yeah. It sold millions and millions of copies.
I know that. I'm talking about Beyonce's. It was only one song, so it wasn't really a soundtrack.
Right, but even like the way they did the old songs, not great.
Listen, when I was doing Top 40 radio at the very beginning of my career, that goddamn Elton John song was on all the time from The Lion King. And there were other songs from that as well. This one, I don't know anything about it. I haven't seen the reboot. I don't have any interest in it. But I know that it did not do soundtrack-wise what they thought it was going to do.
No,
because they thought, oh, Beyonce, it's a rubber stamp hit. It didn't do anything. But why is he giving them a hard time? I mean, he did
because he did this iconic song, and then he thought that they didn't have the same heart in the new one.
But did somebody reboot Circle of Life?
I mean, they did a version of it.
They did a version of it.
And Beyonce did it, and it was Glover. What's his name?
Glover.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover. Yeah. What?
Glover, not Glover.
Glover.
Mr. Glover.
Yeah, there's Grover and there's Glover.
Mr. Glover.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
But here's why I think it's strange, is because Elton John is known far and wide for being very magnanimous to younger artists.
Yeah.
Not that Beyonce's a younger artist, but like up-and-comers, he's always very like, oh, I love what they're doing.
Right.
They're fantastic. So I'm surprised that he would get a little snippy,
in his book,
a little bitchy with Beyonce.
In his book. I mean, I think
but the movie just came out. When did he finish this book?
Just now. He's doing promo for it. That's why
but
he's doing
The movie was just out. How did he get this in the book?
This stuff isn't in the book. Talking about the Lion King is when he's doing press for the book.
What exactly did he say? Well, how? In what capacity was he kind of?
He said Beyonce is an untalented piece of trash.
No, he said the soundtrack lackluster. That's what he said.
He said that it lost the magic and the joy. He said the film's music was messed up.
Oh my god!
And then he said Tina Turner was a bitch and she made him cry. I was like, my Tina Turner?
Really?
How dare you?
No.
Oh, so he's just saying everything then.
He said Michael Jackson was disturbing to be around.
Well, we all knew that. Talk to kids.
They said he was disturbing to be around, and there was something really, really wrong with him, and it was gross. I was like, damn.
And he didn't even have to show him his beehole. Those other kids. Music was so much a part of the original, and the music in the current film didn't have the same impact, he said.
I agree.
That's true. It was more about the live action more than anything.
Right, and the live action was the worst part.
I mean,
it looked too real. It was not good.
Yeah, I don't think that they have to do every Disney movie as a live action. Like, I don't care about 101 Dalmatians as a live action or.
Oh, they already did that one though.
I know, but I'm saying Aristocats. Like, I don't need any of that.
I think what happens is, and Elton John,
and they're remaking Dalmatians, by the way.
I think Elton John might have fallen prey to this. I think what happens is if you have an iconic thing like that, when they go to reboot it, he probably expected to get a phone call.
Yeah,
at least to consult or something, and it's like, well, no.
And it's
like you wrote all the songs from the original one, but it's going to be a new thing, and you know, it's not like Elton John, like they couldn't have made the movie without him.
They called James Earl Jones.
Yeah,
he was in the original.
Elton John has done like so much stuff for Disney because he wrote the Tarzan soundtrack too.
No, that's Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How do we know that he was excluded?
He said he was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now I know why I get it. I get it.
He's bitter.
The words came out of his mouth that said that he, yeah. But you know what I mean? Sometimes
I didn't realize he was excluded. I would think you might call on the mastermind behind the first.
Right.
You know.
Right, but again, from my own personal experience, that Lion King soundtrack in '94, it was very conducive to like adult contemporary radio, right? This was new stuff, as I understand it, was not meant to be. Beyonce, Donald Glover, you know, those are not. They was it getting played on the radio?
They were hoping to get something to be a hit, or or even like the new versions. People will listen to that Lion King soundtrack like beginning to end.
Spirit is not a pop hit. Like I can't see like
it's not a hit at all.
Playing that on Kiss FM is too slow, but neither was like the original.
That's what I'm saying. I had to play. I was doing midnight to 6 on the weekends, and I had in Top 40 radio. You're playing the same songs. You're repeating songs already quite a bit. The rotation is super tight. So in 6 hours, I was playing that song 7 times.
Well, then
easily.
Maybe
the Circle of Life. Oh my God! I want to. It's 3 in the morning. I want to.
No, it wasn't Circle of Life. It was Can You Feel the Love?
Yeah, Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Yeah, so that is slow too. Maybe people were just so captivated by the story, and that's what they originally connected with. So hearing the song meant that. But since we already know the story, we've already gone through that iconic feeling and emotion. That maybe it was just they were over it.
I bet you it was a budget thing.
No,
they
you know what
spent so much money. They were like, forget it.
Well, I don't know what it is now, but I know one of the reasons he got that pop with Lion King, too, is because wasn't that around the time that Lady Di died?
That was Candle in the Wind.
Yeah.
He did the Candle in the Wind.
But that brought him back into prominence, and then he had this Lion King song, too. So they're just like, yeah, more Elton, more Elton.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that has something to do with it.
So this is the Beyonce and Donald Glover one.
See what's happening.
With Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner.
Yeah.
That's what torpedoed your song, Billy Eichner.
Billy Eichner was the good part, honestly.
No one has ever said, get me more Billy Eichner.
Oh, I get it. The sweet caress of twilight.
Anyway,
it doesn't even you don't even need it. Honestly, it's not that great.
I saw it on Broadway and it was amazing, you guys.
I heard it was great on Broadway.
It was my first Broadway show ever, and this is me, like I don't really spend my money on things. So granted, I got this for free, so I went.
Yeah,
I know the feeling.
Yeah, but I got the best seats, and it was actually blew me away.
You saw it here or in New York?
Here.
Yeah, okay.
And it was so good.
Yeah,
I mean, I ended up buying, like, I bought a Lion King hoodie and stuff. Wow. I already lost
it.
Did
his dad
really
die still?
About it.
Simba's Mufasa still dies.
Yeah, they didn't change any of the
How'd they do the stampede?
Keystones of the...
It was a reimagining of the Lion King where everyone still lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so great, though.
I just saw the original film for the first time a couple of months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
The original, what do you mean?
The 1994 Lion King film. The original I had never seen before.
You got to get used to Alan.
And I have 2 older children. I somehow threaded the needle where I never had to watch The Lion King, but I sat down.
Did you watch it on VHS, please?
Watched it on DVD. No, but my daughter's 3, and we sat down like a Friday night, and I was like, you know what? Let's watch The Lion King, because we had it, somehow we had it on DVD.
You know,
it was okay, yeah. Like, I knew the high points. I had never, I'd seen enough to be able to know what was going on. She got a little freaked out, yeah. But, yeah, it was okay.
Oh, there's some scary moments.
At the hyenas or Scar?
Yeah.
We would watch it in preschool, and I would cry every time the dad died.
But mind you, I was in college when it came out. So,
okay,
I was
true.
23 when that
fair.
came out, yeah. And then playing the songs on the radio, I wanted nothing to do with that movie at all.
That makes even more sense, yeah.
But it is strange that I haven't seen it having children, but I finally bit the bullet and watched it, and it was fine.
Will you watch The Little Mermaid when it comes out?
I feel like, listen, whatever she wants to watch, I'll watch with her. Yeah,
the live action.
Oh, the what?
The live action Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
with the
that's
black
right,
girl.
They're gonna do that.
Oh, I don't know. Who, Lizzo? She Ursula?
Oh,
Who's
It's
in it?
that girl that was, she sang like the national anthem or something.
at the Super Bowl.
Oh, right. All the
Yeah.
dudes, all the
Yeah.
guys getting mad at Wendy Williams
Yeah.
in the lobby are mad because they got a black mermaid, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you what, black folks are having a tough time with the gay thing, too. Pete Buttigieg is out there, and they're doing focus groups trying to figure out why he can't break through, like, the nerdy white guy vote, because you got to have black people on your side if you're going to win. And they're trying to figure out what the hell is going on with Pete Buttigieg, and they're determining black folks are having a hard time with the gay thing, which is unfortunate.
Which is weird. It's very strange.
I think there's a lot.
Like, can't you just be accepting? That's all you've wanted for hundreds of years is to be accepted?
It comes back
Cody?
to religion.
It does.
It comes back to
Southern
religion,
church stuff.
and also slavery times too.
Right. And what does Jesus say in religion about people?
Love thy neighbor.
People are
Love-
people, so why should
yeah.
it be you and I should get along so awfully?
But also,
Not that
it goes back to slavery times as well. The masters used to rape like the alpha male of the herd of slaves to show
the
dominance.
herd of slaves.
At
You
that
know, like
time,
a gaggle of geese or a pride of lions. It was a herd of slaves.
I'm
back
just
then.
saying, he used to rape them in front of everybody, and these are the males just to show dominance, and then that just broke the alpha male. So
There you go.
Black people have not.
It
been
was
right with the
slavery,
whole gay
Bill,
thing.
not gavery.
All right, but that is not what is happening anymore. So can't they be like, okay, this is not
modern day. It's
yes,
religion.
Yes. So modern day, it is a religion.
Yes.
But Jesus taught to love everyone.
Well, that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
No matter
but-
what
but
color
they-
you
but
are, there are
can't you-
people.
Can't they go into church and be like, hey, we're going to be okay with gay people
Jesus
now?
loves everyone, but you have to repent and you have to give up your sinful life. You can't continue to live in sin.
Yeah, but it's not up to
the point
you.
they're trying to make.
Right, but
that's
they-
the point they're trying to make. I'm not saying it's
Yeah,
right, but that's what they
it's
believe.
silly.
But
It's
even,
silly.
but even that doesn't make sense, because if you believe that God loves everyone, that is not a conditional love.
No, he
Right.
still loves you, but you won't be forgiven
No.
if you
There's
continue to live.
but there's no but.
But it's not up to the people that follow Jesus to forgive everybody. It's up to you. Just are supposed to love them and accept them for who they are.
Love and accept are two different things. There's a lot of people that may love their kids, but they don't accept their lifestyle. That's a totally different thing.
Right, and that's the flawed logic that I can't wrap my head around.
Yeah, well,
I feel like you can't generalize though either. Like you think it's definitely more religious than cultural.
it's a religious thing. It's a religious thing because I mean, growing up,
Then how come if
that's all
it's
I
such a
heard, was
religious
gays
thing?
go to hell.
Well, gays go to hell, but they're not following other teachings when it comes to what is in the Bible. They're having premarital sex. They're having children out of wedlock.
But once again, that was one action. That's not an entire lifestyle, is what it is. Like, it's me going to the gay
Premarital
clubs on
sex is a lifestyle. You can talk to a lot of
But you
people.
can
That's their lifestyle.
You can stop having sex. People aren't going to give up being gay. Is what I think the correlation.
I think
trying to make.
I think it is tied to religion, but I think it is childish to they're just being bigots because of that.
But to say that you can't give up being gay, that would imply that then you also can't say it's a choice.
No, they're saying
If
you're
you say
choosing
that-
to not give up being gay.
Well, then it's no different than premarital sex. If they believe both of those are choices, then they are analogous to one another, if you'll pardon a small pun.
But do you understand?
I get it.
Like, if someone has sex one time out of like wedlock, then all right, you have a kid, you had premarital sex, ask for forgiveness.
Pretty telling, by the way, that the word is wedlock. Just to veer off here for a second,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying you can ask for forgiveness and then you could be abstinent for the rest of your life. But for a gay man, you know, you've done a gay act, you're still going to continue to be gay, or like you want to still be gay, or you have the lust after a man.
So if someone said, I don't accept you as a gay man, and they stopped having sex, that wouldn't not make them a gay man.
I mean,
so
that goes to the whole pray the gay away. There's people that say, oh, once you start praying, you're not praying hard enough if the gay's still there.
Right.
That's what they think.
But the gay will still be there. They just don't want...
They repress it.
People have a hard time with the actual act or whatever.
Is this being preached, like, in the churches?
I feel like that's pretty archaic. Where is it being preached?
Well, no, when I was in church, mind you, my pastor was my step aunt. I keep saying that, but it was my aunt-in-law, and she talked about, you know, oh, you're going to hell, gays go to hell. Like, it was right around the time.
I'm black and I'm gay.
It was right around the time that Katy Perry came out with the I Kissed a Girl song, and I remember she saw like something online and it said, kiss a girl, go to hell. She was like, I've never seen something so true online in my life.
So can't they go to churches that are more progressive, that are more open to?
But they feel like that's not the real word. They're catering to society and man. And
that's really
you're with the world.
You're going to go to you're going to go to a church. It's just confirmation bias. You're going to go to a church that already tells you what you already think.
Yeah.
If you're not looking to be progressive or kind of evolve your thoughts, you're not going to go to a church like that.
The Bible also talks about false prophets, where pastors will not say the word of God and say the word of man. So
listen, everything is thrown into the mix.
I get it, but I'm telling you.
But they're finding in these focus groups for Buttigieg, they're finding that black Southern voters are having a hard time. It says that it makes them uncomfortable.
I'm sure
that he's gay.
Because they think you're going to push the gay agenda once you're in the White House.
Like, the gay agenda, but if you
equal rights, that's the gay agenda. That's the agenda that they're behind.
Not only that,
but
if you have watched Buttigieg at all, being gay is the most minuscule part of anything this guy says publicly. It's like, I'm a gay man, but guess what? I'm also a goddamn veteran, and I'm also a Christian. He's open about that.
Was he a Marine or? What was he?
I thought he was in the Army, but
he's Navy. I thought.
No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay.
But honestly,
he was like a ranger or something. I thought, like, he was like a badass in the Army.
I think he's a prophet though, because he's been running for president for how many months now, and they haven't found a nude picture or like a Grindr profile. Nothing on AdamForAdam.com. Nothing. So
he was in the Navy.
Okay, yeah.
Was
he a SEAL or no?
No. Okay. I don't think he was a SEAL.
If I ran for public office, all my Grindr conversations would be screenshotted and sent to everything. I would lose the election right away. So they need not be uncomfortable with him running, because he's the best gay we got. Protect him.
I think he's great. I'm a big fan of him.
I think he's very smart. I mean, people go, I don't think he's right around the country. I'm like, that has completely gone out the window, right? That's not even a thing anymore, being ready to run the country when you see what's currently going on. So, fortunately for the people who want to do it next, they should just be able to cross that off the list, ready to be president. That shouldn't even be a thing anymore.
Just wants the
How
job.
do you even possibly gauge that? And he's taken some heat because he's pals with Mark Zuckerberg. I love when Mark Zuckerberg pretends to be human. It is my favorite thing. He's getting grilled there in Congress talking about what Facebook can do to ameliorate, fake news and political ads. And he's just like, I understand your question, and I want to tell you that...
Are you telling me, I think as you said to me before, you plan on doing no fact-checking on political ads?
Chairwoman, our policy is that we do not fact-check politicians' speech, and the reason for that is that we believe that in a democracy, it is important that people can see for themselves what politicians are saying. Political speech is some of the most scrutinized speech already in the world.
Do you fact-check on any ads at all?
Yes.
Describe what you fact-check on.
Well, Chairwoman, actually, thank you for the opportunity to clarify. Facebook...
I thank you for the opportunity to clarify my statement, but I love how these private companies, by the way, pretend that they can't control anything.
Right.
He's like, well, if you owned a restaurant and a bunch of neo-Nazis came in and started firebombing the place, you'd kick them out of your restaurant.
Right.
But Mark Zuckerberg, we can't do.
Yeah, they want their money.
Know. This guy created this thing, and now all of a sudden he doesn't know how it works.
But things are complicated, though. Like
It's not that complicated.
It's not complicated.
Because here's the thing.
It's a private company, by the way. It's not a First Amendment issue. Any private company. You think I can say whatever I want here? No, because it's a private company.
I get it.
And I do Facebook ads to promote shows, and I'll try and like promote videos that I have. I'll try and use those in the ads, and they will say that those videos violate their terms of service for promoting because there's swear words in it. So because there's, you know, the S word in a video, they're like, oh, we can't promote this. But you can promote something that is just wrong facts. That's ridiculous.
Fair enough. But they want people to buy those advertising dollars or use their
I'm trying to
dollars.
buy them. I'm trying to pay them money to advertise my stuff. And they're saying they won't because there's language issues.
I mean, if he were sitting there going, we will take money from anyone, Congresswoman, and just shut his mic off, she'd be like, well, okay, dismissed. I mean, you told us what's up. Hey, let me hand you off some blood prison passes for you going on at the Mansfield Reformatory through the weekend after Halloween there. And Joe Rogan tickets later on if you want to see him. Saturday night, he's going to do the Wolstein Center at CSU. 35192 if you want to send a text. AlanCoxShow.com for everything else.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app.